James Harden, at 36 years old, has been selected to his 11th NBA All-Star game. At 36.
It's quite some feat.
Where was D Wade at 36?
Shit, at home chilling, polishing his 3 rings.
Oh no, he. That was... Okay. Okay, but look here. Though. D Wade, I'm gonna tell you exactly where D Wade was when he was 36 years old. He was still on the NBA roster.
He was on the Cavs.
He was on the Cleveland Cavaliers coming off the bench.
He had a couple game winners that year. One.
That one against the Warriors.
Nah, he wasn't the All-Star though. He wasn't the All-Star. I'll concede to that. He was not no All-Star at 36. Not doing James Harden 36-year-old highlights.
I ain't gonna lie. 36 years old and to average 22. And what is that? Yeah, he's averaging 22 this season, James Harden. I'm not sure what I think it's 22-8. But he hasn't really been efficient. He's shooting 39% from the field. But he's 36.
Yeah. He's still a facilitator. Like, shit, you can't be mad at it.
Shoots a lot of threes, too. He barely drives anymore. Because, he drives, but, he ain't got it like he used to. Man's 36 years old. But let's get right into it. This is a James Harden D Wade debate. We've been debating about this for a while.
Yeah, it's the second video, guys. And I don't know what y'all got to really get active in the comments to really to bring this to rest. Because honestly, we don't know. And okay, let's go ahead and define what we are including in this debate. Are we debating who's the better scorer, who had the better career, or who was? You know what I'm saying? What's going into this full on
at this
debate
point
of Harden? Like, what is?
Because we both. I think you can agree that James Harden is the better player.
Yeah.
So. We can't argue about something we agree on. So with that being said, we can argue who had the better career.
Okay.
So with that being said, let's get into it. For a career, James Harden averages 24.1 points, 5.6 rebounds, 7.2 assists for a career. 11-time NBA All-Star, 13th all-time in scoring, all-time.
Yeah, that's OD.
13th all-time in assists, all-time. Oh, that 5th all-time in free throws made. That's kind of, yeah.
He didn't got to the rack. I can't take away the fact that he's top 5 in free throws attempt. You know what I'm saying? Affect his, you know what I'm saying? That's the effect of you was a scorer. You was getting to the line because you was getting past people and making them foul you.
Exactly.
But he had a time where he was manipulating the game.
He was genuinely getting fouled.
He was doing things that wasn't even people wasn't even thinking of, like the picking up low, pulling your arm through. Like that was the hardest.
That.
He did.
That was so nice. Like
that was just I can't hate on that.
It's not. That's not even manipulating the game. That's just being a basketball genius.
He was crafty. He was definitely crafty.
He's a genius.
He was. He's perfected the art of scoring for sure. That was damn near travel.
Look clean right there.
It's the guy that stuff. But he has perfected the art of scoring. I can't be mad at that. Like I just don't feel like he's done enough to be a winner. Like he's did everything to make himself stand out in the crowd as I'm a top scorer. I'm up there in assists. And I put together a great season.
Well, answer this then. Who has been more impactful for the youth as an NBA player for their career? Who do you think?
Back then, it was a lot of D Wade lovers back then. Everybody loved the Flash. Like that was around my era of basketball. Like, okay, yeah. he's had an impact mainly because he was a Flash. He was dunking stuff like nobody else was doing it. And I would say like, bro was winning with LeBron James.
And that's really something I can fight you on because yes, exactly. What you just say it again. Go ahead, say it again. Look at the camera.
He was winning with LeBron James. LeBron James said, hey, I see you over there balling, winning championships by yourself. You have an old Shaq on your team.
Don't say championships.
Okay, I see you won a championship before I did as a grown man, and I'm probably the best player in the world. I'm going to decide to join you because I see you have the winning formula. You know how to go win championships. you probably will help me get to my prime.
So like you just said, okay, when LeBron James went to the Miami Heat, was he the best player in the world? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? Was he the best player in the world?
Yeah, that was
Okay. So with Dwyane Wade already being an all-time, all-star, superstar caliber player, and now he's teamed up with the best player in the world. I don't see it as this huge feat that they had. They are two very high IQ basketball players, very athletic. Defensively, they had Ray Allen, Mike Miller, shooters around them too.
Yeah, they did.
Duh, you gonna win a championship? And the fact that they even lost in the finals is crazy to me.
I understand, but at the same time, LeBron would have never did it by himself.
Answer this. If LeBron James in his prime teamed up with James Harden, do you think they would have not won a championship?
No. James Harden had Kevin Durant, the best scorer you have ever seen.
You talking about when he was on the Brooklyn Nets? Or you talking about OKC?
OKC.
Bro, James Harden wasn't James Harden yet, fam. You talking about year 1, year 2, year 3 Harden, fam.
Nigga, you got to the finals. You have the best scorer in the world. You saying you can't help him get to a championship?
I'm trying to hear that, bro.
KD dipped to Curry and shit. Curry got him to a championship. Curry was a better winner than James Harden.
If they definitely would have won a championship if their coach would have known the talent that James Harden possessed and let him handle the ball like this. On me, they would have. What you seem to forget is that he's one of the best facilitators we've ever seen.
They got to the finals with Russell Westbrook controlling the ball handling. So you can't say, oh yeah, James Harden was this. Him and James Harden came. So was Russell Westbrook better than James Harden back then?
Not even, but I think the OKC team and organization believed so. They did believe so, and that's why that's why they shipped him. It was like he went to the Rockets because they felt like we'd still be productive without James. Yeah. He was great for us, and what did James Harden go do? Very first game against Detroit Pistons, 45.
He's a great scorer.
It's more than that.
I mean, I guess he's
more than that, fam. 13th all time in assists. Put some respect on his name. He's more than that.
He's a great player, but he has good stats. Russell Westbrook has great stats.
He's probably the greatest offensive talent we've ever seen.
We have Steph Curry out there. No.
Steph Curry even averaged over 10 assists in his career before? Ever?
Okay, are we talking about, you saying offensive talent?
Yes, bro. Well, and when is Steph? I mean, Steph. Yeah, I ain't okay. We're
not
gonna do that.
Yeah,
we're not gonna do that because Steph Curry is OD. But bro, come on. If we just talking about ISO step back three, bro, I mean he's number 2.
Yeah, he done did the and one basketball and made that shit look good.
Bro, he's second all time in 3-pointers made, only behind Steph Curry.
I feel you.
We can't debate this anymore. Dwyane Wade,
he had a better career statistically than Dwyane Wade for sure.
But the rings. But so only thing you're saying is the rings.
Yes, he's not a winner. James Harden has been to the playoffs every year of his career and only got to the conference finals twice in his entire career.
It's crazy that like he gets this type of disrespect and they trying to act like this man. Look what they on the court right now. Eric Gordon, that's Joe Johnson in like year 15. That's PJ Tucker, Eric Gordon, Clint Capella. James Harden was so good. People was like, "You supposed to be winning championships, fam."
You are.
With nobodies. We don't know these people. Well, y'all know these people, but we all know they are not.
LeBron got to the finals with nobodies.
Bro, he has Abaya Mute on the floor with him right there, bro.
I feel you, dog.
And he has Gerald Green, Nene, Eric Gordon, and PJ Tucker on his side, bro.
I feel you, bro.
Good role players, but let's be real. Dwyane Wade had who?
Yeah, LeBron.
Who else?
And old Shaq. Or are you talking about that LeBron team?
Let's just talk about LeBron when he teamed up with LeBron. Who did they have on that team?
LeBron and Chris Bosh.
Bron, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen, probably greatest shooter we ever seen. I know Steph Curry.
Draymond Green bitching that nigga.
And that's why he finna dunk him. Watch this. Hey!
I feel you though. The Warriors didn't have a picture perfect team. They had Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, but before KD
on the floor right there.
Okay, the year that KD came, of course they had the best team. But before KD, it was just Curry and Klay Thompson.
Okay, no, it wasn't just Curry and Klay Thompson. That people know Draymond Green's name for a reason. Stop disrespecting that man. That man definitely was averaging 15 and 9 and something like that. Come on now.
Before that they made their names, they were no names. James Harden had great players.
They definitely. I will give you that. They're like this young Rockets team right now.
Mm-hmm.
Started with the core and came up.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. But
James Harden and them had the same when they was KD, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. They had the same build as the Warriors.
they would have stayed together. They would have probably won several championships.
They should have.
They broke up too early.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. James Harden did his individual thing, but we also say, okay, Russell Westbrook did his individual thing. He's higher than James Harden in assists. He's lower than him in points, about 21 in the all-time in points. But he has more triple doubles, has more rebounds than James Harden. They both have an MVP, and they both have a finals appearance.
Hey,
what separates them two?
I'm gonna put it like this, and because when we talk MVPs with James Harden, they gave him one MVP, but he actually deserved 4. He averaged over 30 points for 3 years straight, and he got snubbed out of an MVP twice. They gave it to Giannis. He averaged 36 points and 8 assists and 7 boards and did not win MVP. We have not seen those numbers replicated since. True or false? 36, 7, and 8.
We haven't. Russell Westbrook averaged a triple-double for 4 years in a row and only got 1 MVP.
Okay, well, the NBA needs to do a better job.
Yeah,
then.
they do.
Okay, then, because I'm not saying...
That's a fan voting. Fans all around the world are saying, hey, I think he's the MVP. James Harden didn't have enough MVP.
You know why they wouldn't give... Let's be real. In his prime when he was on the Rockets...
He played a bad brand of basketball.
A bad brand of basketball?
He didn't. He played a brand that made him look good. He gave his teammates some assists. He got buckets. He played exciting basketball.
Bro,
but
if it wasn't a good brand of basketball, you're not going to win 60 games in the West. I'm going to tell you that right now. If you're not playing winning basketball, you're not going to win 60 games in the West or over 55 games a year. That's what the Rockets did. They were always top 5. They always got over 50 wins in the tough Western Conference. He has Trevor Ariza, Clint Capella, and PJ Tucker on the floor with him. Stop playing with that man, James Edward Harden.
Hey, he had a great career, man. He just didn't win. It's like you did all the individual accolades that could be. You just didn't win. And I mean, like, I'm not gonna hate on your numbers. You have great numbers, but if you gonna say this, put Russell Westbrook right in there next to James Harden, because Russell Westbrook basically did similar things.
I mean, okay. Let's say
is Russell Westbrook better than D Wade?
Yep. Actually, I would go as far as to say that is D Wade better than him? Just like I got the ball in my hands, I'm finna go get a bucket. No, Russell Westbrook isn't better than him in that. But I'm gonna give you this: Russell Westbrook is more athletic. Russell Westbrook is better overall.
Facilitator, yeah.
Overall, and Russell Westbrook is one of those guys. He could get what he wants. You feel me? D Wade was that type too, but I mean, Russell Westbrook, you can't deny what he's done in the league, man. And when you come to these all-time lists, that's when you really know a guy is really like that.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you want to compare Russell Westbrook to James Harden, Russell Westbrook has averaged 21 points in his career, 7.1 and 8 assists.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing James Harden is above him career-wise is points. But Russell Westbrook, come on now. We all know Russell Westbrook is not better than James Harden, bro.
He had a better career.
Who?
Technically,
How?
number 1 triple-double list.
He's cool.
Above him in assists. James Harden is a scorer and an assist.
And he's above him in scoring. He's above him on the all-time list. He has more. How many NBA All-Star does he have?
I don't know.
And you seem to forget that James Harden is number 2 in all-time threes.
He is. He's a good scorer. That's James Harden's above him in scoring for a reason.
Stop using the word good next to James Harden's name.
He's a good scorer, bro. He's a top 10 scorer.
He's 13th all time, and dude is 36 and is an all-star. So how many? Okay, let me ask you this: how many years do you think James Harden has left in the tank if he just wanted to play
36?
until the wheels fall off?
He can possibly go to 40 if he gets no more injuries.
40. So you'd say about 4 more seasons.
A clean slate of no injuries, which hasn't done a lot of.
He used to really bully Ricky Rubio. He used to always make Ricky Rubio fall for some reason.
Ricky Rubio plays terrible defense. But honestly, in the back then too, you saying the stacked West, the West wasn't that stacked.
Bro, stop, bro. The West is always stacked, fam.
The Warriors. You had the Clippers with DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin. Who else was out there? The Lakers wasn't shit. Who else did you have? You had the Thunder. That's top three. I'll say that's top
Yeah,
three.
bro, stop it. The West has always been stronger than the East. Let's just
I
be
mean, yeah,
real.
it has always been stronger. But it wasn't just that wasn't just crazy strong. Trade like back then, okay, yeah. It was OD.
It's a lot more OD now,
It
for
is.
sure. But the West has always been strong since Tracy McGrady's Rockets.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's always been tough to win in the West.
But like
And James Harden came to our organization and just completely like, I'm just like, dang, Dwyane Wade, bro, is a great bro, but like, you got to give me a reason on why this man, career wise, had a better career. So, what are you saying?
he won the chip,
Okay, won three. He won three
won 3 championships,
rings.
and he contributed to winning basketball. He didn't. Okay, yes, James Harden went out there and was a complete scoring machine.
Mhm.
D Wade didn't have to go out there and be a complete scoring machine when he was playing with LeBron, because you're playing with LeBron. So you just got to be a great player that affects winning at that point. James Harden, if he went to go play with another superstar, like right now with Kawhi Leonard, he's with another superstar,
Oh,
and he's not going to be able to help them win a championship. He's not going to be able to, like, his player game is going to get him good looks. He's going to look good, flashy. Yeah, I got the points. But just, you got to win. You got to go win in the playoffs. That's what solidifies greats. You get championships. Yeah, you were the greatest in that era.
so let me ask you this: if James Harden wins one ring before it's all said and done, where does he go down all time list? I'm talking about like top 10, top 5, top 20. Where is he at? NBA players all time. If he wins a ring, James Harden, the man that's 13th all time, has scored 13th time all time assists, second in 3-pointers made,
He'll be-
fifth in free throws made.
He'll be top 15.
That's
He'll be top
respectable.
15.
That's respectable. I can give you
Like,
that.
I can't. I would say that's what I say. He has all the stats. If he got a championship, he probably might have already. That'd have been arcade. Yeah,
I ain't gonna
let's
lie.
go ahead and give him the D Wade debate. But
He would be top 5 if he was known for the defensive side too.
yeah, if he
Easily.
exactly, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, because these years I can understand not playing defense, because playing that much offense he was playing is absolutely crazy. People was triple teaming him from.
But he always ranked top in the league in steals. Always. In his Rockets years, always. And probably because he was just on the floor a long time. I know he used to be known for his very good post defense too. He was known for that. They
he's
used to talk
strong.
about that. Very strong. He lifts after every game. And then that's another thing. Like, his work ethic is second to none. That's why I really enjoy listening to Austin Rivers, who played with him. And he was like, he's never seen anybody work like James Harden. First one at the gym, last one to leave. After every game, he's lifting. This dude loves, eats, sleeps, and shits basketball. Like,
Yeah,
that's the only way you can do that at 36 years old, is by loving the game.
he do love it. And
Where was Dwyane Wade at 36? Coloring his hair blonde and painting his nails and on his way to Cancun. That's where he was going.
Nah, facts. And it's like he done did his work early. That's basically what it is. Like James Harden's trying to do all the work late. Like, I need to win a ring now. I need to, like, that Brooklyn team when he went to go team up with KD.
They would have won it.
They would have had a great chance.
He hurt his hamstring. James
Who's
Harden
they
has really
going
never
against?
been the same player since he tweaked his hand or tore his hamstring something. It took away his explosion. Who got hurt that year? Was it Kyrie or who was it? What happened?
Harden got hurt.
And then
And Kyrie,
Kyrie.
it was a COVID situation. They wasn't letting Kyrie play in Brooklyn.
Yeah, bro. So we never can really know the
what that
ceiling
team
for
was.
that Brooklyn
Yeah,
team.
that
Because
Brooklyn
they
team-
look so good.
That would have been a crazy team.
He broke a record for Brooklyn in like his first 3 games. And then that's when is Joe Harris out the league?
Yeah, I ain't seen him in a minute. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think he's in the NBA anymore.
I don't.
And that's what I'm saying though. Now that James Harden is gone, players like Joe Harris, who we known as a great shooter and saw him rising, gone. Not in the league no more. But that's a luxury to have a guy that can score like that and pass like that, bro. Dwyane Wade was a guy on the floor. He'd go get you a bucket, very high IQ, plays defense, won 3 rings, but it's like, man, bro, I feel like, I ain't gonna lie,
it's
even
tough.
with those 3 rings, I just don't think he had a better career than James Harden, bro. I just don't. I think when it's all said and done, people will be very sad.
Yeah. I mean, it's like James Harden is doing crazy shit. If he goes and play another 3 years, yeah, he's gonna keep climbing. He is doing some monumental shit. And it's like, I hate that we can't put him above Dwyane Wade currently, because it's like, I need to see some like you playing this great brand of basketball. If you love the game so much, you gotta love winning just as much.
Man, I'm sure the dude wants to win a championship, bro. Only one team can win a year, man.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of greats who have never won championships, bro. It's hard winning championships in the NBA, but it's not hard when you got the best player in the world next to you. I can tell you that.
It's not. It definitely
And for
ain't.
you to really say that James Harden wouldn't have won next to LeBron James is confusing because it's like if he's a better scorer than Dwyane Wade and a better facilitator than Dwyane Wade, shoots a better three ball than Dwyane Wade.
But he
Why
also
do you think
demands the ball more than Dwyane Wade. Can James Harden go and play off the ball and be content with that lifestyle?
Yes, when he played for Brooklyn, him, Kyrie, and KD were working. They were winning.
They were, but shit, you don't know. We never know. But like, can he be content next to a superstar and play that defense, run in transition, and be a role player? Like, understand your role and actually, like, you know what I'm saying, play that
Be
to
a
perfection.
role player.
Not even be a role player,
his
but
prime,
like,
I ain't gonna lie, even LeBron James would have came to the Rockets, let's say, in James Harden prime, James Harden probably still would have averaged more than LeBron. I guarantee he would have averaged more than LeBron James. We're talking about a dude that averaged 36, 34, and then 30, 3 years straight.
off of taking all the team's shots.
Okay, so I would say James Harden probably would average like 27, 26. Bron would have been averaging maybe around the same or 25. But James Harden, come on now.
They would have won the ring.
You got to think about the three-point shot.
They would have won the ring. I ain't gonna take that away from
They
them.
would have won rings. My boy, what you mean, a ring?
I mean, you still got to stop people on defense.
Wait, let's just stop acting like James Harden.
But
played
I'm
zero
saying though,
defense,
like,
though.
they lost to Dallas. You think James Harden would have just made that a dub easy? They lost to the Spurs.
It wouldn't have been easy, but I ain't gonna lie. James Harden would have been a huge asset to that team.
But I
bro.
mean, in his prime. But that's also D Wade's wasn't in his prime when he came. This is in his later years of like, I don't know how many years, not his prime, but this is slightly past his prime.
He was still in his prime. He just, when LeBron came, he did have to take a step back maybe, but he was still in his prime because LeBron James was the best player in the entire world.
Yeah.
But we're not going to say Dwyane Wade wasn't. He was athletically in his prime. The midi was there. Everything was
Not
still
athletic.
there.
I wouldn't say athletically in his prime.
I mean, he came in the league in what, 03, and they won championships like 11, 12, 13. Like, he only in the league like 7, 8 years, bro.
7, 8 years is a lot of years, nigga.
That's your prime, though. D Wade was in his prime when he first got into the league, and he stayed in his prime until maybe
Probably
like
the last finals.
the
of
latter
last-
Miami Heat years, because
Yeah.
he stayed on the Heat, right?
Mhm.
After like, come on now, bro.
Okay, he's in his like the second half of his prime on the Heat. Because his prime, you knew what his prime looked like. He was a complete killer in his prime.
For sure.
So when the Heat days came, he was a killer, but he developed, you know what I'm saying, that mid-range, a more simple bag.
What's crazy is when we
I'm
watch
sorry.
James Harden highlights, I don't see where is a bad brand of basketball. Like, I'm seeing he's literally
cooking.
making the right reads every time we see something. Like, he's a basketball genius, bro.
Just win.
It's looking
bro.
like you're submitting. Are you?
No, I'm not.
Are you
submitting.
saying
He's a great player? He just couldn't win. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, yeah, you got to be great. Do we put Charles Barkley above other big men? No. Do we put Allen Iverson above other point guards? No.
But it's a difference though. Want to tell the difference?
What's up?
Those guys aren't on the all-time list as high as this dude. So it's not the same comparison.
I feel you.
They didn't do the same thing for the game of basketball. Oh, Allen Iverson is one of the most controversial players ever, influential players. That's the reason why everybody started getting tatted up, got braids, was wearing the clothes that they was wearing. And then he brought like that. I watched the Allen Iverson documentary. He the one that made it like a hip hop culture in the NBA. Because guys was kind of just,
More business.
man, my boy was on the bench getting his hair done.
Nah, I feel you.
Real bucket.
He was a real bucket. And that's what I'm saying. Buckets get they light, but you don't get put above people that won rings.
Carmelo Anthony or James Harden?
James Harden.
So you mean to tell me you would put Dwyane Wade over James Harden, but you wouldn't put Carmelo over
No.
So Dwyane Wade is better than Carmelo Anthony?
Yes.
The
Yes,
better
he is.
basketball player?
Yes. He won rings. Carmelo could never win. He was a bucket. But Carmelo could not win.
Carmelo was so crazy in his prime, bro. Like
He was.
people
Everybody's
yeah.
prime that's on this list, top list, and won some chips. They prime was crazy. James Harden had a crazy prime. We respect it. But James Harden ain't never won a championship.
But you want to know how I know he's better than Dwyane Wade?
How?
Because James Harden is no longer in his prime. And that's still good enough to get an All-Star appearance.
He has longevity. Yes, he's played the game at a high level for a good amount of time. He's a better scorer than Dwyane Wade, but he's not a winner. You've been to the playoffs every single year of your career, and you only got to the conference finals twice. That is terrible. To go that many times and only get there that many times is sad. You're playing this great of basketball, but it's not contributing to playoff wins. That's like Lamar Jackson. Oh, MVP, I'm running this, I'm doing that. I get to the playoffs and I don't do much of I have a good game, but I still end up losing, coming short, not even coming close to the finish line.
My lower back is on fire. I don't know what's going on. I'm over here like that's I'm like, bro.
That's what James Harden was thinking. My back hurt.
From carrying.
He was carrying.
Yeah, Dwyane Wade didn't have to carry because he had Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James, Ray Allen, Chris Bosh, those type of things. My boy got to buy a Mute and click a pillow on the floor with him and still was winning 60 games a year.
So he wanted money over wins.
And like y'all got to understand, bro, stop acting like the Warriors, he didn't get cheated. The whole world saw that. The whole world saw 10 no calls on the 3-point line. He's obviously getting fouled. Like, come on, bro.
And we also saw when the Rockets had statistically the worst 3-point shooting game in America and folded.
Yeah.
So
and people like to talk about that, but they seem to forget that Chris Paul got hurt that series. And James Harden had to try to go out there himself and try to beat the best team ever assembled and got damn close. And that's what I'm saying,
you had Chris Paul, a nigga that's number 2 in the all-time assists, a great player.
Yeah, and he wasn't there.
Yeah, you needed him.
We was up 3-2, bro. We would have definitely won that series with Chris Paul, bro. And it's sad because, like I said, that Warriors team is probably the greatest team to ever play.
It's not. Actually, the Warriors team before Kevin Durant was the greatest team to ever play.
Just because they went 72.
That's the greatest team to ever play.
Because, say if it was possible to play.
James Harden was on the Rockets and couldn't fuck with him. That's the greatest team to ever play.
I don't know what you talking about because I think out of those 9 losses, they probably lost to the Rockets 2 times.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. James Harden, everybody knew in the league, the matchup that everybody wanted to see was the Warriors and Rockets. That was the best 2 teams in the league.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, because James Harden would have got to play LeBron James in the finals. It's about matchups.
Kyrie would have still cooked like Kyrie cooked.
I ain't gonna lie, but we always beat LeBron. The Rockets always beat LeBron.
In the playoffs?
We didn't never got to play him in the playoffs.
Then, so you would have never seen what LeBron
we did
did
the year in the bubble.
You never got to see the Kyrie and LeBron duo.
We did in the regular season, and we was.
It's a regular season and playoffs is completely different. Dwyane Wade played 32 playoff games, and he was like 22-10 out of all those 32 games.
Man, what's your final comments on Dwyane Wade?
Dwyane Wade
Give me a last comment on why he has had a better career than James Harden.
Their primes were similar in dominance, and Dwyane Wade actually won rings. He had an old Shaquille O'Neal, but he won rings. He had just as many, all-star appearances, even more. He had an MVP. James Harden has an MVP. D-Wade has an MVP. But I have 3 rings.
Yeah. Facts. That's it?
That's it.
You done?
I'm done. That's all I need to say. Ain't much more.
I'm going to give my last statement. James Harden is obviously the better scorer. James Harden is obviously the better facilitator.
He's a
James
point guard.
Harden was obviously more influential to the game because we got dudes doing step backs nonstop. The first guy we really seen do a step back every single play was James Harden. Everybody utilizes it now. Literally, and going to the basket and putting your arms down low with the ball and coming up like this and getting the foul call. Who do you think is the originator? James Edward Harden. And guess who took that out of his bag? A lot of people, but Kyrie Irving started doing it too. This dude mastered the game of basketball. There's levels to this.
Where did James Harden get that Euro step from?
Hey, Didn't I say last statement?
Where did he get that Euro step from?
I mean, where did Dwyane Wade get the Euro step from?
He perfected it.
Exactly.
Manu Ginobili wasn't doing it like D Wade.
Okay, I give you that. Dwyane Wade had a better not than James Harden, because what are you talking about? I mean, you saying Dwyane Wade mastered
but James Harden got the Euro step from D Wade.
He might have got it from, but who did it better? Oh,
D Wade did it in finals.
I'm talking about he did.
Championships.
Okay, that's
Euro
it.
to a final.
That's cool and all, but if you ask me, nobody does a step back like James Harden, and nobody gets to the basket and uses the footwork any better than James Harden in his prime, bro. And we all know that. But we can leave it at that, man. Y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think. If y'all think Dwyane Wade has had a better critic, because y'all understand this dude is 36. He still has years to go. He just got selected to an all-star team. But if y'all still think Dwyane Wade is better after hearing all those stats and accolades, tell me the reasons why in the comments. Stop saying that, oh, y'all foolish, y'all this and that. Actually give good reasoning. If y'all want to debate, we can debate sports. But what we're not going to do is ridicule each other. Okay? We're tired of that.
You're a goofy. Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, it's an opinionated thing. We're talking sports.
Facts.
Some people might think Karl Anthony Towns is better than Shaq. Like, of course that's blasphemous, but
it's their opinion.
Debate it. Yeah, it's opinionated, bro. But
y'all boys be easy. Definitely tap in them comments. We want to see.